Ortiz into deep right field. Back is Sheffield. We'll see you later tonight.
Yo, we're back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit from between baseball and football.
Yeah, a little bit. Been pretty busy.
Had to rock the Panthers, even though we're going to talk baseball today. That's just some
It's all good.
Yeah. Did you watch any of the Panthers-Packers game?
I did watch some of it. I saw the very ending too.
Yeah, that's a tough win for any team in playing Green Bay. So
Yeah,
we won't stick on football too long. Maybe we'll get back on and talk football again here soon because it's been an interesting season.
Yeah.
That man Rico Dowdle though. When we do talk football next, he'll be mentioned. But yeah, we're gonna talk today about the World Series, man. It was a good one. 7 games. You love to see it go 7 games. You never want to see 4-0 unless you're a fan of that team or the team that goes all out. Dodgers Blue Jays, awesome series, awesome. Tuning in and out. There's a couple of the first games I watched, probably the whole game, and then a few games towards the end I was kind of in and out. I think you got to catch the entire game 7.
Most of it.
Most of it. So, but yeah, I did watch all the big highlights. Went back and rewatched everything. Man, that was a nail biter. Yeah, go ahead and start us off with what you had first on that, the World Series.
Yeah. Yeah, first of all, congratulations the 2025 Dodgers they deserve to win that series, especially after game 7. I mean, there's no question about it. I mean, I don't even really know where to start on, the series because it was so hectic. The Dodgers were down 3-2 going back to Toronto. So that right there is already tough. They had a really good pitching or a game for pitching, game 6. And whenever you have a game 7 in any series for baseball, it's always going to be a close game because you're putting the best of the best out there where it's pitching, hitting, because it doesn't matter in game 7. They're going to throw everything out there, starting pitching, relief pitching. So it was a good game. Shohei Ohtani and Max Scherzer. I mean, that's a crazy matchup. Max Scherzer, I think he had a shutout go until the 4th or 5th inning, something like that.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool to see.
And he'll be back, I'm sure. From what it sounds like, he says he doesn't think he threw his last pitch. So how can you when you go to the World Series and you're that close, and then still perform like, he may not be primetime Max Scherzer, but he still looked like, Max Scherzer, so which is really awesome at his age.
How crazy is it that one pitcher, Max Scherzer, has pitched in multiple World Series Game 7s?
Yeah.
2018 when he was with the Nationals, and now the Blue Jays this year. And I think he's
awesome.
I think he's the 3rd pitcher to throw multiple Game 7s, if I read that correctly. A pretty insane stat.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ohtani was pitching pretty well until obviously the Bo Bichette 3-run home run. And right away, it was obviously shifting towards Toronto. But I know in my mind, a lot of other people's minds, I'm like, it's still like the 4th inning. I think it was 4th or 5th inning. It's the Dodgers.
Yeah.
No lead like this is going to be safe. So, and they ended up chipping away. It was 4-2 in the 8th inning. Max Muncy, your boy Max Muncy on your fantasy team.
That funky Muncy.
He was on your team then the season, right?
I think I actually ended up trading him at deadline. I had him all of last year pretty much, and then had him all the way up till deadline this year, and I moved him for somebody. I ended up moving a couple decent players. Can't remember off the top of my head, but he was in that deal.
Yeah, anyway, he hit that towering home run in the 8th, and even though they were still down by a run, I think the momentum shifted a little bit, at least in my opinion. So, in the bottom of the 8th, Blue Jays didn't get any insurance runs. They're going into the top of the 9th, game 7, 4-3. I mean, so if you look at the batting order, it went 8-9-1. Kike Hernandez, Miguel Rojas, Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
And now I guess if you're wanting to face a part of the lineup in this situation, it's that bottom half.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you're playing the Dodgers, there's really not going to be any safe bets, especially when Ohtani, you still have to face Ohtani, number one.
Yeah.
So Jeff Hoffman comes in, and I get that the stage is set high. It's game 7. But if you're a closer, you have one job, and it's not to give up a game-tying home run. That's any part of the season. It happens from time to time.
Yeah.
The best closers, I mean, for
You
example,
gotta
Mariano Rivera, 2001 World Series, Game 7, blew the 9th inning lead, and the Diamondbacks walked it off. That's a similar situation to this.
Yeah.
So, but I get it. I mean, you're facing the Dodgers. So, Kike Hernandez, I think he struck out. So, you got one out.
Yeah.
Miguel Rojas, of all people, and I'm a pretty big Miguel Rojas fan. He's a good guy. He's a good baseball guy. And Dave Roberts, I think he only had one postseason start until Game 7. Dave Roberts put him in because he liked the energy he brought out. He's a good. And I mean, what a ad that was in the lineup. He ended up having 2 hits. He hit a game-tying home run off Jeff Hoffman, and people compare this home run to Rajai Davis's home run in 2016. Pretty much same type of deal.
Yeah. And it's usually those types of players.
Chapman.
Yeah. And
exactly.
It's usually those types of players that aren't getting paid the crazy amounts and are on the commercials and, an all-star every single year, like the Shohei Otanis. It's usually those people like Kike Hernandez and Miguel Rojas that are coming through in those big moments. And that's really why those people, like the Dodgers especially, go after those types of players, because they're so clutch. They're, they can perform a little bit here, a little bit, like they kind of do a little bit of everything, but they're so clutch. I mean, we can think about Kike Hernandez and multiple like playoff games and everything in the past, and that's a big thing right there for Miguel Rojas. You got to be happy for him.
Yeah, because I think so. He had 2 hits. The hit he had before that, I think they were saying his first hit in like a month.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, going into that game, I mean, there's probably not a ton of confidence for him.
Yeah,
but I'm glad if it happened this way. I'm glad he was the one to do it, in my opinion. So what I'm thinking is Jeff Hoffman gets Kike Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
So you got one out. You got Miguel Rojas up, and you got Ohtani next. So he's probably thinking that he wants to give somebody who's only had 1 hit in the past month. He wants to give him something to hit, so he doesn't end up walking Miguel Rojas and having to face Ohtani with the go-ahead run.
Mm-hmm.
And he ends up giving him a good pitch to hit, and he hits a home run. I mean, the probability I can't imagine was too high on that.
Yeah,
it's
tough,
really,
man. You got to feel for Jeff Hoffman, but at the same time, I mean, you're in the World Series. You're gonna at some point you're gonna be put into like a really uncomfortable situation, and he thought that uncomfortable situation was probably gonna be more whenever he faced Ohtani for that, hopefully that 3rd out. And you can't take Miguel Rojas lightly, especially when he's getting his opportunity. He's that player that is gonna give it his all.
Yeah.
So.
And also, imagine what kind of inning that would have been for 2 outs in Ohtani and Game 7 to come up. And I would have, I like Miguel Rojas, and that home run was awesome, but that would have been a crazy matchup for 2 outs. I mean, I would have been could have been the greatest at bats of all time, or matchups, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and the Blue Jays played so great too. I mean, Vlad Guerrero, go ahead and mention him. He had 397 and a 1.2 OPS during his time in the World Series.
That's as good as you can get.
That's Vlad right there, and super clutch, man, all the time. I think it was 10 hits, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, 7 runs. The big home run from Bo Bichette, that was awesome. Addison Barger stepping up.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of him. I was trying to trade for Addison all year in fantasy, but he got that opportunity to go in lefty on lefty against Snell. I forget what game. I don't know if that was Game 5 or Game 6. Maybe it was I think I
Which
don't know.
home run?
It wasn't a home run. He just came in
Okay.
clutch opportunity, and I think he was put in that lineup. I think that was his first time in that starting lineup, but he put him up in there against Snell, and he did awesome. And just stayed clutch. That dude can hit. He's got a lot of power. Looking forward to see more of him next year. I know that Rob in our fantasy league is probably going to keep him. I'm going to do anything I can to trade him because
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean, you
he's going
can't
to have a
really
good
blame him
season.
for keeping him.
Yeah, awesome player. I'm excited to see him.
Get that grand slam in game 1. For some
Mhm.
reason, I thought that was off Blake Snell, wasn't it? That grand slam.
Was it Snell?
I could be wrong, but I thought it was. But I'll look back. And speaking of another guy who hasn't really gotten talked about a ton, Ernie Clement.
Mm.
So it was him that set the postseason record with 30 hits, passing Randy Arozarena in 2020 with 29.
I
I
did
don't
see
really think
that.
that's also been talked about enough.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
huge. And then also, I don't know if you saw, Vlad Guerrero also made that list.
Oh, he did?
He was two
I mean, I don't
behind.
doubt it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was 2 or 3 hits, but he made that top 3 or top 4 list or whatever. Both big season from them. And it was a grand slam from let's say from I knew it was a pinch hit because it was a historic one.
Yeah, it was the first pinch
First
hit
time up.
home run in World
Yeah.
Series history. That's kind of crazy too.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's right. It was off Anthony Banda.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But lefty.
It was a lefty. Yeah, okay.
Lefty,
That's why
yeah,
I was
still
thinking it was
lefty.
Snell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So man, they're still a young team too, man. I mean, no
Yeah.
telling what whoever the Blue Jays go out and get in the off season, that's gonna be big, but they've made big moves and um they were there. They gave it their best.
Yeah,
You can't narrow it down to one little scenario and and
you're
say
right.
because there's people that are taking blame and like Jeff Hoffman. It always comes down to that one player to whoever that it may fall on. Even Alejandro Kirk. I mean, he did nothing
Isaiah
wrong.
Connor Falefa. I mean, that was another guy that they were
Yeah,
blaming.
IKF. Yeah, so
Yeah.
um,
And yeah, like you were saying, like the Blue Jays had multiple opportunities after Hoffman blew the ninth.
yeah,
So going into the 10th inning or the bottom of the ninth, excuse me, Bogusek gets a leadoff hit, and he's got
hmm
that bad knee. So they pinch run for Isaiah Connor Falefa. They put him in, which was a
yeah,
good move, a really good move. And
yeah,
they ended up, I think it was first and second, nobody out. Then they had bases loaded with one out. So I mean that's
yeah,
right there again. I mean
yeah.
bases loaded, one out, and Yamamoto he came in. I can't remember if it was the inning. It might have been. I think he came in with bases loaded, one out, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think Dave Roberts put him in there,
Great.
and I'm trying to remember who hit.
Man.
I know that was crazy.
MVP shout out to World Series MVP. I don't know if you mentioned that already, but Yamamoto, he's got that dog in him.
Yeah, it's like a 2014 Madison Bumgarner type of performance. And
Absolutely
I'm trying
insane.
to remember who hit into the force out. I want to say it was Kirk, but
It was, yeah. It was. Oh, yeah. Are you talking about to end it?
no, where Falefa slid into
Oh,
home.
yeah. I don't remember who that was.
Anyway, I sent you the picture of
Yeah.
how close that was, and if you guys haven't seen the picture, you have to look yourself. And it was probably about what, this far maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, it was close. And when people say baseball is a game of inches, this is exactly what people are talking about. I mean, you're talking about maybe a foot or less, and the Blue Jays would have won the World Series. Now, the reason why Falefa was getting some backlash over this is because he didn't really take a big lead at all, and there was a reason they gave exactly for not him taking a big lead. If he takes a bigger lead, more than likely they would have won the World Series. But it's like you said, you can't blame it on one thing. I mean, you got this, you got Hoffman,
There's
you
multiple
got
things. It just
yeah.
when it comes down to, especially when you're in Game 7, and you better hope you don't make an error. I mean, really,
No.
when you're in the World Series, it's typically one it should be your cleanest game, or cleanest series, that is. But people do make mistakes. It's baseball. I mean, it does. It happens. It happens all the time. It's just when it does happen, no matter what city you're from, doesn't matter if you're from Philly or a Met, you're in the World Series, you're gonna get some probably some
Yeah.
hateful messages. If I were a player and I was in the postseason, I'm
It's tough.
probably taking all my social media and everything down. Like, I don't even like people knowing where I live now, and I'm not even famous or anything. Couldn't imagine being famous. I'd have to be completely locked up somewhere because people are wild these days.
Yeah.
So social media too, people take that to heart. Get all hateful mail. Um, Start mailing your wife and sending your address. So people get crazy over that
Yeah.
stuff, man.
And yeah, that's not just one team either. That's almost every fan base has got fans like that. So it's not,
Football, basketball.
yeah,
I mean, it's
every
sports in
sport.
general. Yeah,
It's gotten even worse with social media and sports gambling too. Those are two
yeah.
things that really don't go well, that don't help with this
Sports
either.
gambling is getting kind of wild. Maybe we'll have to talk about an episode on that when everything kind of gets out. But
Yeah.
that's starting to light up.
Also, when we were talking about that force out at home, the guy who made that force out was none other than Miguel Rojas, which that was a good play. If you guys haven't
Yeah,
seen the play, it was good.
yeah,
He made it look a lot easier than what it was. So that's another reason why he was put into the lineup.
yeah. There's a time where those types of players, they might not be a every day, every single, every game play or whatever. But Dodgers are good with that. They know when to plug in certain players, and like you said, he felt that energy. He saw that energy. He likes that energy he gives. He knew that if players like that, Miguel Rojas, Kike Hernandez, you know that they're going to perform on certain days, and
Yeah.
um,
And
you could hate on the Dodgers, man. I know they got a ton of money. Of course, I was rooting for the Blue Jays. I won't, I think most of America probably does. Well, actually, well, I guess take that back. It depends on your connection with Canada, but uh, I'm rooting for the Blue Jays, or I was. And that's just because it's the Dodgers. People hate the best teams. Dodgers are the best team. They have been for quite a while. Back-to-back World Series champs. Probably see them. There's a good chance we see them again next year. I mean, if you think about it, I don't know if you saw the news today, but we had a lot of people we're seeing opt out of their contracts. Pete Alonso is going to be a free agent. Cody Bellinger is going to be a free agent. When you
Edwin
start seeing
Diaz.
yep. So Edwin Diaz. So when you start seeing people like that, I mean, obviously, the Dodgers' ears are perking up. Um, but you don't see people doing that for the Dodgers typically. That's another thing too. They have such a great organization. They're gonna sit there and try to run it back. Like,
Yeah.
unless like Freddie Freeman, all those guys, they're if I mean if he retired, that'd be different. Is Freddie Freeman retiring? He didn't say he
I
was,
mean,
did he?
not to my knowledge, no.
Yeah. So we'll see more of him, which is awesome. But those guys don't want to go anywhere. They're not looking for new anything because they have such a good organization. These other teams,
Alex Bregman, too, also opted out.
yeah, that was the other one, Alex Bregman. I could see him going out to being a Dodger. Um, so I don't know. Like, the Dodgers spend their money really well. Obviously, we looked at their lineup. We knew that before they started the season this year. We looked at their roster. I think when we first started talking on here, and they were loaded. Like, their bullpen was disgusting. Their starting rotation, they had Shohei coming back, Yamamoto, Roque Sasaki, all these guys. So we pretty much called that. Like, I think most MLB fans and MLB in general knew that Dodgers would probably be back in that World Series. So.
Yeah, I remember we had the Red Sox and Dodgers.
Hmm.
And if you remember right, I think we both had the Blue Jays place in fourth place. At least I think I did. I think I had the Blue Jays, then the Rays.
I think you had the Blue Jays higher than I did. I don't know why I thought it was going to be a weird year for the Blue Jays. I liked
You
some of
know,
their offense, but they proved me wrong for sure.
yeah.
Um, and then you had Seattle really high too, and obviously Seattle almost made it. That was another good series. I was hoping to see Seattle in it. Seattle would have been fun, but
Yeah, no, that's a team I think will compete for
oh yeah,
another division title.
yeah, they'll be back. I think they have their they keep doing, with their upper management, they keep doing what they're doing, developing these players right, going out and getting the right guys. They'll be a playoff team for sure the next few seasons, no doubt.
Yeah. And when we do our division predictions again before the season starts, I may or may not have Seattle. It was a wild take this year winning the division.
I'm gonna call it right now. Dodgers will not be in the World Series next year. That's
All
my
right.
that's my prediction, my early prediction. They will not be. They'll play. They'll almost make it. They're gonna get right there. NLDS. Is that what it is?
NLDS, NLCS.
I'll see this.
Also, when you were talking about Miguel Rojas and those type of players, it kind of reminds me of a couple of players through recent time. 2005 World Series, Scott Pasednik
Mm,
hit the walk-off home run. So
yep.
Taguchi hit the home run in NLCS, go-ahead home run.
Gucci. Yep.
So, like you said, it seems to always be those type of players
Yeah.
that make the most impact. You got your good players who always make the impact, but when it
Mhm.
comes to like the Miguel Rojas times, the Rajay Davis times, Scott Pasednik, Taguchi, Todd Pratt, all those guys,
Yep.
that's when they're the best, and that's why it's good to plug them in the lineup in these type of games.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. They always make a difference, man. I mean, yeah.
It was really a fun game to watch as a baseball fan. And
Yeah,
then
whether
of
you like the
course,
Dodgers or not, you gotta
yeah, they
you
earned
like
it in
the
my opinion.
yeah, they're I mean, just look at it's gonna be like a legendary lineup looking back 20, 30 years from now. It already is in my eyes, but some people it's like big baseball fans or people that follow baseball, like or even new people, kids, whatever down the line, growing up watching baseball, they're gonna look back at this team and be like, "Whoa!" and look at these stats and just think about the names that are on the Dodgers. I mean, it really is unbelievable. We're lucky to be seeing all these guys too.
Yeah, Miguel Rojas again. He's going to be one of those guys where he's been in the league for a long time, and but he probably wasn't going to be one of those guys who was going to be remembered big time. Now,
Right.
I think he's going to be remembered forever now because of this home run that he hit and the
Yeah.
play at home plate too. Because people are going to look back at that call or the home plate, the play at the plate, where the Blue Jays were about a foot from winning the World Series, and
Hmm.
they had it. They were 2 outs away, and then they were about 2 feet away, probably less than that.
Yeah.
And it really sucks to be a Blue Jays fan, in my opinion. I mean, no matter what team that happens to, I mean,
Yeah. And
it's pretty heartbreaking.
Miggy in his regular season, he actually hit pretty well. I mean, I thought I really wasn't sure his stats. I looked him up, but out of 290 at bats, he had 76 hits, hit 262 with a 715 OPS.
That's
With
that's actually pretty solid.
yeah, 7 home runs,
Yeah.
27 RBIs, 5 stolen bases. So, when he did play, he was definitely productive, even in you know low key productive.
Yeah. I think if Dave Roberts doesn't put him in the lineup, I don't think they win.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that just because of the home run. I just think, and the way that he was pitched to with being right in front of Otani as well in the ninth inning,
Hmm.
it got him a good pitch to hit, in my opinion.
Yep. I also didn't know this. I'm sure you did, but did you know he started his career as a Dodger?
Yeah, I believe it was 2013 or 2014.
Yep, 2014.
And then he was with the Marlins for like 8 or 9 seasons, and then
quite a
they
while.
traded him back to the Dodgers.
But he's been playing in the minors since 2006.
Yeah. Okay.
That's awesome. Made his debut though in 2014. So, he's been around for a minute.
And if for some reason he decides that he wants to retire, like that was it. I mean, what a way to go out.
Yeah, that's a good way. I mean, he's 36, so you could.
I'm sure he would, especially after the game he had. I'm sure somebody would sign him.
Yeah,
Whether the Dodgers re-sign him, that's if he continues to play.
I could see if the Dodgers choose to re-sign him playing again. But if not, I could see him hanging it up. What about Kike Hernandez?
I know he is a free agent or a pending free agent. I don't know. That'll be an interesting choice. I mean, a couple of upsides. I mean, he's got the energy. He's had a lot of playoffs. He's a utility guy. He's still got a lot of upside.
Yeah, 34.
So
I mean,
if he doesn't re-sign with the Dodgers, I think he will go somewhere. But
all right,
I mean, he's a fan favorite too, so I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah, fans love him. Another early season guess. Where do you think Nolan Arenado ends up? Boston?
Not a Cardinal, that's for sure. That's
with Alex Bregman leaving, Boston working on another deal.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. I could see possibly Philly, the Dodgers. I mean, Dodgers are always going to be a wild card for anybody.
True.
Trading, signing.
They got a lot to choose from. All those names you mentioned earlier.
I could see even Seattle possibly bring in another bat.
I could see him going to Seattle. Be good for him.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to make another run, possibly try to get to the World Series. I mean, you're bringing in a veteran guy.
He wants to go to a contender. He's not. He wants to be in the playoffs 100%. So he deserves it. It kind of sucks that he's not in his prime anymore, but he's still
got something.
He's still got a little bit. He's still gonna, especially if he gets in the playoffs or in the World Series. Even he's gonna produce.
I think he kind of just needs a change of scenery.
Yeah,
I mean, it's happened with a lot of guys in the past.
He got stuck. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate for him because he got stuck with most of his career in Colorado, which Colorado I think is a really cool team, but they're not a winning team. So, and then he comes to Cardinals, who were supposed to be this every year playoff team, and it's like as soon as he got to us, everything just kind of changed. Not because of him, but it was like we got Arenado. Cardinals, we're not going to do anything else. We're just going to keep Arenado. We're not going to build around him. And just really wasted him and Goldschmidt's time. I mean, him and Goldschmidt together were a deadly combo. They both top 3 in the MVP race and whatever year. But that was it, though. They didn't get us pitching. Nobody around those two guys. I can go on for that for days, but
yeah, we'll get into a lot of different stuff like this, in the off season because there's really not going to be a ton to talk about. So this is kind of going to be some of the stuff we'll talk about in the off season when we do get on. Still going to try to do some football too. But I would like to do some more baseball in the off season because I don't know, don't have baseball to watch. So at least let's talk about it some.
Yeah, for sure. We'll any trades or signings that go down, we'll hop on. Luke was trying to mention the Wander Franco guy earlier. I didn't want to talk about him. Not sure why Luke did. But we won't talk about him this offseason. Not sure what that guy's up to.
I don't know.
In and out of jail. It is unfortunate though when you think about it. I mean, I don't feel bad for the guy at all, but to have so much talent, The Rays, man.
Especially, yeah. And then did Rob have him in fantasy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like Rob. Just
Yeah.
Rob's luck.
Poor guy. I can't wait for fantasy for next year.
Yeah.
And fantasy football.
Higher stakes next year for me and
Yeah.
Rob.
I got to figure out. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We'll probably talk about that a little bit in the months to come too, because eventually it'll get a time where we'll start getting ready for trades and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
um I got so many young keepers. I think I need to trade a couple for a good solid either pitcher or bat or something. But I really like my team going to the off season.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, we'll keep posted. Other news that I had from as a Cardinals fan, we were hoping Molina would be a part of the coaching organization. It looks like that is not happening in the 2026 season. Sure to be Ali Marmol back in there. Pujols backed out of the Angels deal. He was
Yeah.
supposed to manage the Angels. I'm not sure where he's coaching now. Did he anywhere? Have they said?
I I don't think it's anywhere yet. And then I know the Padres and Orioles were one in the. I don't know if he had interviews. I'm assuming he did. If it was
Yeah.
because I heard the Orioles and Padres. That would be pretty interesting.
And then Mike Schilt for the Padres, he retired, so they are looking for a new
Yeah.
manager. So very
Well,
well could be Pujols.
as
Um,
Cardinal fans, we'll probably talk about that Mike Schultz situation too.
yeah,
Pretty interesting, and some of his comments about the Padres and the Cardinals.
yeah. And then I was kind of hoping if we didn't get Pujols or Molina as a manager at the Cardinals, I don't know if Pujols is even an option. I don't know if he has a relationship with the GM or anything like that. Especially with I'm pretty sure Ali Marmol is supposed to still be the actual manager for next year. I think he already signed, from what I know.
Yeah,
Um, but if not, I was hoping we would get Skip Schumacher. Looks like he is going to be a Texas Ranger manager. And then did anybody end up? Did the Angels end up signing somebody? I thought that after Pools
they
backed out,
yeah, wasn't it Kurt Suzuki?
Kurt Suzuki. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
So
another guy.
yeah, so pretty cool. Already some off-season moves going on. I guess this has been happening the last few weeks. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Looking forward to it.
And I
Mason
just
Wynn,
got
Gold Glove.
yeah, I just got the update that 22 minutes ago the Braves got their new manager. Did you see that?
Nope.
Walt Weiss,
Mm.
which I
Well,
think that's what I think a lot of Braves fans were wanting him to be the manager, if I'm not mistaken. So
huh.
we'll cover. I'm sure we'll get some other managerial site signings.
Yeah.
We'll talk about those too in the next video. I know the Giants they signed. I can't remember his name. College
Oh, yeah.
baseball.
Tony Labello.
I think it's
Or is,
something
oh
like
wait,
that. Yeah.
is that am I mixing somebody up? But yeah,
Tori Lavello's Diamondbacks
yeah.
manager.
I don't know
Yeah.
why. I think the guy, maybe his name's Tony or something. But yeah, the old Tennessee head coach. That'll be pretty fun. Um,
Yeah, that was a crazy move too.
yeah,
Because you hardly ever see stuff like that. It's usually guys who have been either managers in the minors or have
I
been
love
bench
that though.
coaches for a while.
I
Yeah,
love that.
we'll
Well,
see how
yeah,
that works out.
because it's cool to have ex pros as some of your coaches and stuff too. And he may have been an ex pro, but maybe he's just worked his way up in coaching. And if that's the case, I like to see stuff like that because a lot of people just get positions just because they were a player. Um,
Yeah,
and it sometimes, most of the time, it seems like it doesn't work out. So
yeah,
before we log off, though, I am gonna go through the Gold Glove winners real quick.
yeah.
Pitcher, American League, Max Fried. Catcher, Dylan Dingler. First base, Ty France. Second base, Marcus Simeon. Third base, Mikael Garcia. Is that how you say it? Michael?
Mike
Forgot.
Cal.
Michael. Shortstop, his buddy Bobby Witt. Left field, Stephen Kwan. Center field, Cedane Rafaela. Boston Boston. Right field, his Boston buddy Willie Abreu. And then utility was Mauricio Dubon. And then National League pitcher Logan Webb, catcher Patrick Bailey. So that's pretty cool, little combo. Bailey's got such a nice glove, man. I like watching him play. First base Matt Olson, second base Nico Horner, third base Key Brian Hayes back in there again. Shortstop our own Mason Wynn. Left field Ian Happ, center field Pete Crow Armstrong. So they just have Gold Gloves all over. San Diego. Right field, San Diego's Fernando Tatis. Was that his first one?
I think so.
But Fernando Tatis. And then utility is Javier Sanoa. So I can't even remember the season Javier had this year. He must have had a really good season.
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of Miami baseball, but that is your Gold Glove winners for 2025. Any shockers there or anything?
Not really, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah, pretty nice list right there.
yeah.
Hi France at first. Kind of cool.
Yeah, I guess if I had to pick a surprise, that might be one of them.
Yeah. Hi France at first. I would say even Matt Olson. Not that Matt Olson isn't awesome with the glove, but they just made him sound like he had a really bad year all season. I mean, the Braves had a really weird season, but you didn't really hear too much about Matt Olson this year. But Gold Glove, so that's pretty awesome. Cedane Raphael and Willie Abreu, that's pretty cool. Like that for our Boston team. But all right, well, do you have anything else?
I think that's it.
All right. Till next time.
643.
Peace.
Peace out.